sacred union. It's not just any kind of mere relationship. That's why I waited my whole life for this, because I knew it was something else. I knew that marriage is a great gift that a lot of people don't deserve to experience because they marry the wrong person, or they just don't have any magic or sacredness to their marriage. But if you can experience marriage and you're able to have a soul connection from a past lifetime, I mean, that's profound. See, this has to be done right, or else everything has to be reset. Fucking the simulation has to be done again if this is not done right, because basically the nature of how I am, it's her influence is the reason why I switch paths so tremendously for positivity and stuff that is good. Because if it weren't for her influence, there's a possibility that, and say that like she rejected me or something, then I could definitely see myself going down a bad road. Because why the fuck would I want to cling on to, why would I care at that point? Why would I want to, because I know that I would never find anyone who would be worthy like her. So what the fuck would be the point? So I basically would throw out love again, and that would entail me going down a bad road. It would probably mean me fucking conquering the world for nefarious purposes, and not being a really nice leader. Because either way I feel like I'm gonna achieve a very high position of power within my lifetime. But I think that it's crucial for me, because of the nature of who I am and the energy I take on. It's fucking really crucial for me to be anchored by what is good and wholesome. Because if I am anchored by evilness, then I really do become a fucking bad motherfucker, like Mr. C or something in Twin Peaks. Like, I really do become someone like that, dude. You see, this abominable evil, just like the worst fucking evil imaginable. Because it's the nature of what I do. It's the nature of what I do. It's the nature of what I do. But every time I always remember that I'm a good person deep down inside. But sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I forget that for years even, because I shut people out, and that's my problem. And then I just get absorbed with the negativity, and I don't really care about transmuting it at that point. I just want to fucking manifest the negativity, and I want to, try to deal with all the negativity without transmuting it. So there's a big difference between transmuting it and just proving that you can take on negative energy. In the past, I would just prove that I could take on negative energy without transmuting it. And that's dangerous, because then you just manifest more and more darkness. But then it's like, that's all you do. So, because as intelligent as I am, and as driven as I am, and as persistent as I am, when I set my mind to something, say it's a bad goal, then I'll achieve that bad goal. But if I set myself to a noble goal, then I'll achieve that noble goal. Anything I set my mind to, I fucking accomplish. So I can accomplish some really fucking bad shit. I can have some very twisted goals. That's what happens when I get lost in the sauce, so to speak. When I get lost, just taking all the energy, and I don't, then it's like I shun the light at that point. And I never want to be in that space again. I really never want to be in that space again where I'm ignorant, because that's ultimately what it is ignorance. But it's the point in which you feel so dejected that you don't give a fuck. You feel so hurt that you don't even care about transmuting your pain. At that point, you just want to cling on to your fucking pain. And I don't like being in that space. I really don't like being in that space. That's why it's important for me to do these shamanic trance states, so that I can fucking uplift the most devastating evil to the most noble, good acts of humanity. Because this is a fucking sacred marriage, and we have to get this right. If we don't get this right, then everyone on earth literally will feel the consequences of this, because this is a divine pairing. This really is. This really is, and that's how I've known her on a soul level, because I've known her in past lifetimes, and I knew her the moment I laid eyes on her. I knew who that was. She didn't know it at the time, because she's not as awakened as I am. But she helped me awaken, though, for the good. See, I'm intelligent, But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm awakened, although I am now, but I wasn't necessarily at a high spiritual level. I was at a high spiritual level, but I was at a high spiritual level in terms of bad shit, because that's what I wanted. And I shunned the light. And that's the difference. She actually helps me activate my pineal gland for the fullest expression of goodness and what is wholesome and good and positive in the world. She helped me do that. She helped me stop clinging onto my pain. She told me to let go of stuff. And I do cling on to stuff, and that's just what I've done my whole life. I cling on to stuff. I get obsessed. I get obsessed with the darkness, and I just want to explore it, and I get lost in the darkness, and then that becomes a goal in and of itself, but it's a pretty shitty fucking goal, but at that point, you just allow your fucking negativity to take reign, and you don't really give a fuck about who you hurt, even if you hurt yourself, because you're fucking crazy, dude. You're fucking insane, and that's all part of the plan. And I never want to be in that fucking mentality ever again.